What if one moment could change everything? One glance, one reunion, one unexpected return that reopens every door Belly thought she had closed. The Summer I Turned Pretty, Season 3 Episode 7 trailer doesn't just tease drama. It delivers an emotional storm fans never saw coming. And in that storm lies a reunion so powerful, it could rewrite the story of Belly, Conrad, and Jeremiah forever. Asterisk, from the very first seconds, the Episode 7 trailer sets a tone that feels heavier, deeper, and more emotional than anything we've had seen this season so far. It's the soft lighting, the careful choice of background music, and the way the camera lingers on familiar faces all work together to create a sense that something big is about to happen. This isn't just another beach day at Cousins, and it's not just another round of the love triangle. No, this trailer carries weight, almost like the show is preparing us for a turning point, one that will stick with the characters for the rest of the season, maybe even the series. Belly's face alone tells a story without a single word being spoken. We see her caught between joy and sadness, torn between what she feels and what she knows she should do. The trailer captures that perfectly. It doesn't need flashy editing or shocking reveals to pull us in. Instead, it leans on raw emotion. We can tell the writers and directors wanted fans to feel that. Episode 7 would not only move the story forward, but also break open old wounds. One of the most striking parts of the trailer is the setting itself. Cousins Beach has always been more than just a backdrop. It's practically a character in the show. In this trailer, it feels like the beach is holding memories, secrets, and emotions that can't stay hidden anymore. Every shot of the ocean waves, every close-up of the house, reminds us of the summer's past and how much has changed since those early carefree days. The beach that once symbolized freedom and first love now carries the weight of heartbreak and tough choices. And then there's the pacing of the trailer. It doesn't rush, it takes its time, letting the emotions breathe. We see quick glimpses of Conrad, Jeremiah, and Belly, and each look feels loaded with history. The camera knows when to hold on to Conrad's stare just a little longer, or when to show Jeremiah's uneasy smile. It's these details that tell us the reunion teased here is not just random. It's carefully built on everything we've watched unfold over 3 seasons. But what makes this trailer so powerful is not only what it shows us, but also what it leaves out. There are moments where the silence says more than any line of dialogue could. A single look across a crowded room, a hand brushing past another, or even the stillness in the air as 2 characters finally face each other after so much time apart. These moments hint at the reunion that will shock viewers. It's not loud, it's not dramatic in the traditional sense, but it feels real. It feels like the kind of reunion that changes everything, because it's soaked in memories and emotions too big to ignore. And this is where the show pulls us. Emotionally, we're not just watching characters on a screen. We're remembering every choice they made, every heartbreak they endured, every smile they shared at Cousins Beach. The trailer wants us to carry all of that weight into Episode 7, so that when the reunion finally happens, we feel it as much as they do. That's why this preview stands out. It's not just a teaser. It's an emotional setup. It's preparing us for something unforgettable. The build-up to this episode feels like it's been carefully planned since the start of Season 3. Each earlier episode gave us pieces of tension, regret, and longing. Now, in the trailer for Episode 7, all of those emotions collide. It's as if the show has been saving its most emotional punch for this exact moment. The reunion isn't just about 2 people seeing each other again. It's about everything. They've been through everything left unsaid, finally coming to the surface. Fans of The Summer I Turned Pretty know how much this series thrives on nostalgia and longing. And this trailer leans into both. By showing us glimpses of what feels familiar yet different, it taps into our own memories of past episodes and seasons. We're reminded of Susanna's love of the earlier carefree summers, of the promises made and broken under those same stars. And that reminder sets the emotional foundation for why this reunion matters so much, not just to Belly, it's Conrad or Jeremiah, but to everyone who has been invested in this journey since the beginning. So, why does this trailer feel different from all the others? Because it's not just promoting another episode. It's promising a story-changing event, a reunion that feels destined, inevitable, and yet completely unexpected at the same time. It's the kind of storytelling that hooks fans deeply, making episode 7 not just an installment in the season, but a chapter that could redefine everything that comes after. Asterisk, the trailer for episode 7 doesn't waste a second. From the opening frame, it hits us with emotions that feel both familiar and completely new. This is where the show's mastery of visual storytelling shines. Instead of giving away major plot twists, the trailer leans on atmosphere, lingering stares, unspoken tension, and the kind of moments that only fans who've been watching closely can fully appreciate. It's as if the creators know that by now we're fluent in the language of this show. A slight smile can mean hope. A pause can signal heartbreak, and a glance can carry years of hidden feelings. One of the first highlights that stands out is Belly's presence. She is no longer the wide-eyed girl who arrived at Cousins in Season 1, full of excitement for summer adventures. In this trailer, she carries a maturity that almost feels heavy. There's a shot where she looks out toward the ocean, her eyes reflecting a mixture of nostalgia and uncertainty. It's brief, but powerful. That single image tells us that Belly is at a crossroads, torn between what she wants, what she needs, and what her heart can't let go of. It's the perfect visual to capture the emotional core of episode 7. Then we move to Conrad. His scenes in the trailer are subtle but striking. There's a moment where he's seen standing quietly, almost lost in thought. His expression is unreadable, but the weight in his eyes suggests a man still carrying unspoken words. Fans have always noted how Conrad's emotions run deep beneath his calm surface, and this trailer leans into that. His silence feels louder than any dialogue could, hinting at the emotional storm he may be preparing to face when the reunion finally happens. It's as if the trailer is telling us Conrad has something to say. But whether he says it to her, whether it's too late, it's the question we're left with. Jeremiah, on the other hand, brings a different energy to the trailer. Unlike Conrad's quiet intensity, Jeremiah's presence feels restless. We see flashes of him with Belly, moments that look tender but complicated. The way the trailer frames these moments suggests that his role in episode 7 is not just about being Belly's support, but about confronting the possibility of losing her. The quick cuts to Jeremiah's expressions, half hopeful, half fearful, speak volumes about the uncertainty of his future with Belly. He knows the reunion that's coming could shift the balance once again, leaving him either closer than ever or completely shut out. Another key highlight comes in the form of atmosphere. The trailer doesn't just show us characters, it shows us the spaces they move through. The Fisher house feels different now, almost haunted by memories of Susanna and the summers that shaped them all. Every shot inside the house feels soaked in nostalgia and grief, reminding us that this story is not just about love, it's about loss, healing, and the scars that never fully fade. The camera lingers on small details. A framed photo, a familiar corner of the porch, a quiet sunset. Wow. These aren't random shots. They're emotional cues, signaling to the audience that the reunion we're about to see is tied not just to the characters themselves, but to everything and everyone they've lost. And let's not ignore the music. The trailer's background score is slow, almost fragile, like a song that could break apart at any second. This choice is deliberate. Music. In the summer, I Turned Pretty has always been a secret weapon, turning ordinary scenes into unforgettable ones. In this trailer, the soft, aching melody builds an emotional undercurrent, reminding us that what's coming is not just romantic hits, heart-wrenching. The music doesn't rush. It allows us to sit with the tension, to feel the anticipation of the reunion without needing flashy dialogue or dramatic reveals. The trailer also cleverly plays with contrasts. On one side, we see moments of laughter and closeness, hints of the summer warmth that defined the early days at Cousins. On the other, we see flashes of loneliness, quiet tears, and unresolved pain. This back and forth creates a push and pull that mirrors Belly's emotional state. She's caught between two worlds, the happy summer memories she clings to, and the heavy reality of the choices she has to make now. The editing ensures we feel that same tug-of-war, keeping us just as uncertain as the characters themselves. Another highlight worth noting is how little dialogue is given away. Instead, the trailer thrives on silence and subtext. When we do hear words, they're carefully chosen small phrases, quick exchanges, the kind of lines that seem ordinary until you realize the emotional history behind them. This is a smart move by the creators. By not overloading the trailer with dialogue, they let fans fill in the blanks with everything they already know about these characters. It invites us to lean in, to watch more closely, to ask ourselves, what aren't they saying, and why does it hurt so much? But perhaps the most powerful highlight of all is the sense of inevitability. As we watch the trailer, there's a feeling that all roads have been leading to this moment. Every heartbreak, every misunderstanding, every quiet confession, they've all built toward the reunion episode 7 promises. Even if we don't know the exact details, the trailer makes it clear that this is the turning point. It's not just another emotional beat in the story. It's the one that could change everything moving forward. By the time the trailer ends, we're left not with answers, but with questions. Questions that cut deep. Who will Belly choose? What does this reunion mean for Conrad and Jeremiah? Will this moment bring healing, or will it break them apart even further? That's the brilliance of the trailer. It doesn't need to show us the reunion in full to make us feel its weight. Just the hints, the glimpses. The emotions in the air are enough to leave us counting the days until episode 7. Asterisk, the emotional reunion teased in the episode. 7 trailer feels like the moment fans have been waiting for, yet it also arrives with an unexpected weight that changes everything. It's not just two characters meeting again. It's years of emotions, regrets, and unfinished conversations finally colliding in one single heartbeat. From the way the trailer frames it, you can almost feel the air shift when this reunion happens. It's quiet, it's fragile, and yet it carries the force of a storm. At the core of this reunion is Belly. Her journey has been defined by choices between two brothers, choices between love and loyalty, choices between holding on and letting go. In this trailer, she walks into the moment carrying every decision she's made so far, and it shows in her expression. She looks nervous but determined, as if she knows that facing this reunion is unavoidable. It's not about convenience. And it's not about timing. It's about confronting the truth of who she really wants and what her heart can no longer deny. That truth may not be spoken outright, but the look in her eyes says more than words ever could. Then there's Conrad. For him, this reunion is complicated in ways that go beyond romance. He has always been the quiet storm in Belly's life, the one who feels deeply but struggles to show it. In the trailer, when his eyes finally meet hers, the world seems to fall silent. It's a gaze filled with longing, regret, and a fragile kind of hope. This is the boy who once pulled away, who once chose distance over honesty, now standing face to face with the girl he's never truly let go of. You can almost hear everything he wants to say but can't. The apologies, the promises, the confessions. It's all there, simmering beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to spill over. Jeremiah's presence makes the reunion even more layered. Unlike Conrad, Jeremiah has been open with his feelings, the kind of person who wears his heart on his sleeve. For him, this reunion isn't just about Belly and Conrad, it's about his place in Belly's life too. The trailer shows quick flashes of his reaction, and it's telling. There's a flicker of pain, a hesitation, as if he already knows what this moment could mean for his future with her. Jeremiah has fought to be the one who stays, the one who supports, the one who's always there when Conrad pulls away. But in this reunion, he may realize that history, no matter how complicated, has a power he can't compete with. What makes this reunion so powerful is the history behind it. This isn't a fresh start or a brand new connection, it's the resurfacing of years of summers, of laughter and heartbreak, of Susanna's presence and absence. The weight of everything they've lived through hangs in the air. When Belly and Conrad stand together again, it's not just about them, it's about Susanna's legacy, about promises made under cousins' sunsets, about the dreams they once whispered when the world felt simpler. The reunion is soaked in nostalgia, but also in the ache of everything that has changed. The trailer doesn't show us the full reunion in detail, and that's what makes it so gripping. Instead, it gives us fragments, an almost touch, a stolen glance, a silence that feels too heavy to ignore. By leaving the moment incomplete, the creators invite us to imagine what happens next. Does Belly finally confess what she's been holding back? Does Conrad step forward with honesty for the first time in years? Or do they both hesitate, too afraid to cross a line they might not be able to come back from? The mystery makes the reunion even more emotional, because we, as fans, bring our own hopes and fears into it. The beauty of this reunion lies in its contradictions. It's tender, but it's painful. It's hopeful, but it's filled with doubt. It's both a beginning and an ending at the same time. Belly may find herself pulled toward the familiarity of Conrad, the boy who has always been her first love, while still feeling the weight of Jeremiah's unwavering devotion. That's why this moment hits so hard. No matter what choice she makes, someone's heart will break, and the future of their bonds will never be the same. And beyond the love triangle, there's also the theme of healing. This reunion isn't just about romance, it's about closure, about confronting old wounds that have been left open for too long. It's about realizing that love, even when it hurts, is worth facing head-on. Episode 7 seems to be positioning this reunion as the emotional center of the season, the scene that everything before has been leading up to, and everything after will be shaped by for fans. The emotional impact of this moment will be massive. It's not just a reunion on screen, it's a payoff for years of investment. For every whispered conversation, every almost kiss, every tear shed in the name of Belly, Conrad, and Jeremiah. The trailer makes it clear, this is the kind of moment that changes the game. After episode 7, nothing will be the same, because once you reopen a door like this, it can never be closed again. Asterisk, every great trailer hides secrets in plain sight. And the episode 7 preview of The Summer I Turned Pretty is no different. At first glance, it feels like the footage is only about emotions and reunions. But when you watch closely, there are subtle details that point toward much bigger events waiting to unfold. These are the kinds of small touches the showrunners have always used to plant seeds of foreshadowing, and episode 7 looks packed with them. One of the most striking hidden clues is in the setting itself. Cousins Beach has always symbolized freedom, love, and beginnings. But in this trailer, the beach feels like a mirror of the characters' struggles. The waves are rougher, the skies look dimmer, and the camera seems to linger on the horizon, as though something heavy is looming. This isn't just beautiful scenery, it's visual foreshadowing. The ocean reflects the turbulence of Belly's heart, suggesting that while a reunion may bring clarity, it could also bring more storms. Every shot of the beach seems to whisper that change is inevitable, and peace may only come after chaos. The trailer also drops subtle hints through objects and locations. There's a shot of the Fisher House porch, a place that has been the backdrop for countless important conversations. The porch has always been symbolic, a place where truth comes out under the summer night sky. By showing it in the trailer, the creators may be hinting that episode 7 will feature another crucial confrontation here, one that changes relationships forever. Similarly, glimpses of Susanna's room or her belongings are powerful reminders that her memory still influences every decision the characters make. These moments suggest that even in her absence, she remains the invisible thread tying everyone together. It's pushing them toward choices that reflect her legacy of love and honesty. Another subtle clue lies in the character's body language. For example, Belly is shown turning slightly away from Jeremiah in one quick shot, her expression unreadable. It's a tiny detail, easy to miss, but it may signal her inner conflict coming to the surface. Is she pulling away emotionally without realizing it? Likewise, Conrad's stillness feels purposeful. He isn't chasing after Belly or Jeremiah. Instead, he looks like he's waiting for the right moment, waiting for Belly to come to him. His quiet confidence may be a sign that episode 7 will finally give him the chance to step into the role he's avoided for too long. Jeremiah's posture, on the other hand, seems unsettled, like someone bracing for a blow he knows is coming. These are not accidental choices, they're foreshadowing the emotional shifts about to unfold. The trailer also teases at dialogue, though it doesn't give much away. The few words we do hear are weighted with double meaning, the kind of lines that feel ordinary on the surface but are packed with emotional history. For instance, a simple, "Are you okay?" carries layers of meaning when asked by Conrad or Jeremiah. It's not really about being okay, it's about whether Belly can choose, whether she can forgive, and whether she can let herself be loved again. The show has a way of using small lines as turning points, and episode 7 looks ready to deliver more of those subtle but devastating exchanges. Symbolism plays a big role here too. There's a brief glimpse of a bonfire on the beach, glowing against the night sky. Fires in this show have often represented both warmth and destruction, a double-edged symbol of comfort and danger. Showing it here might suggest that episode 7 will burn away old lies, leaving behind only raw truth. The glow of the fire could also symbolize Belly's inner clarity, something ignited within her as she faces the reunion she's been both longing for and dreading. But fire can also consume, and that may foreshadow heartbreak.